to make the chicken, we are going to use some wire to begin with. So if you want to make a chicken, you just need to take some florist wire and basically make a chicken shape. So starting with the head, and then we'll run down the neck, and then we'll kind of do the body. Doesn't have to be exact. This wire will move to how you want it to. So what I'm gonna do is just cut a bit off. You just need a pair of pliers.
Why don't we run through the equipment you've got there? What have you got?
Well, floristry wire.
Okay, where did you get that from?
I got it from Aldi, I think. But you can get it from anywhere. You can get it from a garden centre.
Okay, is it PVC coated floristry
It's
wire?
PVC coated, yeah.
Okay, and then what are those things?
These are just snips.
Okay, where do you get those from? Oh, the tin snips.
Yeah.
Where did you get those from?
I got these from my father's toolbox. As he was an electrician. But you can get them anywhere. You'll be able to get these at any, like B&Q.
Maybe even Aldi.
Home base. Aldi, yeah. Or any garden centre, to be honest. Don't worry too much about folding your bits down. The little bits of wire that are left. This, I'm just going to take and just to give it a little bit of substance in the middle.
It looks like you've created a potato shape in the middle, is that
It
right?
is, yeah. It's
potato
very
shape.
basic. It's very basic shape. Yeah. Okay.
It looks like it's resembling currently a fat giraffe.
Yeah, or a misformed dinosaur.
Yeah, like a diplodocus.
Yeah. But it's only to give it a little bit of... You can use pipe cleaners.
Oh, like the kids' pipe cleaners.
Kids' pipe cleaners are
I've got
great.
loads of those.
And especially if you can get hold of the long ones.
I've got loads of those.
Yeah. So, and sometimes if you're making something small, it's better to use them because the wool grips onto them better.
Oh, the fibre.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're wrapping that longer piece around the middle to give the middle some structure.
Yep. Just to give it a little bit of body. It's kind of flat. It's not three-dimensional, really.
It's 2D.
It's more 2D. And it just holds that framework, but it still can move.
Okay.
And it doesn't have to be exact, like the neck and the head is fine as it is. We're going to do the tail section, which is this section. So get your diplodocus.
Current diplodocus.
Yeah, and then just wrap it round. Remember not to cut your wire too short. You can always take some off, but it's difficult to add.
Okay.
So that's going to be our tail.
Oh, so the tail is quite big in comparison to the body.
Yeah.
You've not done a tiny tail.
I've not done a tiny tail, no. Because actually, if you put this there, can you see?
If you look at the proportion of the chickens. So it's not just the tail feathers, it's the actual shape of the back end of the chicken.
Yeah, and you can move it so you can make it wider and fatter.
So the tail feathers themselves don't have any wire?
No.
Okay.
No, they have no wire at all. We do these separately and then we just felt them on later.
Okay.
But you can, if it's too big, you can just squish it down. Once you start putting your wool on to get the right shape,
You can squish it.
you can keep squishing the wire and the wool will just hold it. Okay?
Yeah.
So, let's put legs on. I tend not to put the feet on until later.
Okay.
What's
What's the benefit of that?
the benefit of that, you can use a lower gauge of wire, sort of thinner wire.
Yeah.
It's a bit more flexible and easy for you to bend to felt onto, because you've not got a big body, so you're using a thicker
So we need two
gauge of
types-
wire.
So we need two types of wire.
And what
don't
I
we?
would probably do is use a thinner one.
Okay.
But
Does it really matter?
it doesn't really matter. It's just easier for you. It's easier on your fingers to wind it.
Oh, right, okay.
You know, because I wind like 2 together.
So we'll do a separate video on the feet.
If this is a foot, I'll just wind it together. Squeeze it to make one toe, and then I'll use that to wind onto the leg later.
Can we just zoom into that toe for a second?
That's a little toe.
Too far. There we go. Okay, tiny toe.
And then I bring it down and I do another toe.
Okay.
But I'll show you that later. So we're just going to put legs on, and it doesn't matter how long your legs are. Have them a bit longer because you can always cut a bit off later. So we're going to do 2 little legs. And these will move as well, remember, so they don't need to be exact. You can push them forward, push them backwards. You've got one leg. Let's chop it off a little bit because it is rather long. Okay? And then, just so you know, that's where one of your little toes is gonna be afterwards. It's just a guide so that you know you've got enough to wrap your toes around that. Okay. But these will probably shorten. But remember, you've got a big body, so your fluff will probably come down to here by the end of it. Okay, and let's add another one because we don't want a one-legged chicken. Doesn't matter if they're not equal at the moment. We can rectify that later. Just twist them so they're a little more secure to the body. And there's your metal framework for your chicken. It really literally is as simple as that. And I'm just going to, can you see where that is? It's just coming down. Just going to secure that. Just cut the extra wire off. Then we can take our pad just take quite a long piece. I just wrap it around. I'm using quite a fine needle, a 40 gauge needle at the beginning. You can use a 36 or a 38 for this. But at the moment I just don't have any with me, so I'm using what I've got. And literally we just keep building this up, wrapping it around. You don't have to be too precious about it at this stage. It's just getting the fibres and mesh together. just watch out for your needle bouncing back at you when it hits the wire, so just be aware of that. Oh, and I've broken my needle, so yeah, that can happen. Now, this is merino we're using, it's not a blend. You can use core for this, and I would normally, and then cover it merino. And what I might do, some of this blend that I use for the check-in that is too fluffy, I may use it as some core and then cover it with merino. So I might do that. Let's give it a go and see if that works. It is very, very fluffy. I'm not sure I like it. Let's take it off. It's all trial and error. So you can pull your merino apart. Kind of build up the body section. Oh, we're looking for a little tubby shape. This does take time, so be patient.
How long does it take?
To get the whole shape, it may take you an hour or two, but it's worth it. It's worth spending that time. Just.
So what else on that are you going to cover in?
Well, we're going to make it all the body shape, all white, and then we'll take some black merino, and I'll show you how to put the spots on and how to do the comb.
Just hold up the new one. So what on there? Where on that are you going to cover with wool?
All of it, the whole shape, I'm going to cover with wool.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the wool is going to come further than the wire.
It is going to come further than the wire, yeah. I mean, I think this tail maybe for this chicken is a little bit too long, so all I do is just
Squash it down a bit.
squish it down.
So you're not felting within the wire, you're felting over and around the wire?
It goes in between, it goes everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's take a bit of the tail section. And literally, you're just doing everything to cover the wire, wrapping it round, just pinning it down.
And there's your tail.
Yeah.
And we'll meet you back here for part 2 where we do its other limbs.
As it deserves, honey.